I forgot to turn off the desktop audio when I was typing to someone. Hi! Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you may be. Hello! How are you all? I am going to speak for a little bit, but I won't swap to the screen until everyone is back. Do not worry. Those who aren't subscribed, I won't leave you behind. I promise. Let's see. Oh, and on YouTube, hi Nimby. Hi, honey. Good morning. Hopefully the YouTube chat is working properly today. And I can actually see you guys. But remember, if you're on Twitch, you can do your check-in redeem. Hello, Yukari. Hello over on YouTube. How are you doing, my love? Oh, I'm excited to have YouTube now. Ooh. Hold on. Bless me. I was thinking, did Malfina forget to turn the mic off? So on my browser, I have a sound for like when I type, and it's very satisfying. And so, yeah, I like to have that for myself more than anything. And I forgot to mute my desktop audio after yesterday's stream. Yes, I'll go through the redeems. I will go through the check-ins in a moment. Thank you for the blessings, everyone. I do apologize. We listen and we don't judge. Nah, I'm judging. Fuck you guys. I'm judging. Remember not to judge the submissions too harshly. Agreed. Agreed. You guys will help me decide if we should forgive or if we shouldn't. If they will go to hell or heaven, because who better to judge than someone from hell who can tell you if it's good or not? You know? All these people saying, oh, you'll go to hell, you'll go to heaven. Ah, they know nothing. Let me be the one to tell you, well, actually, we'll get you into hell. Who vetted the confessions? Myself. There were far more, and I had to delete quite a lot. I will say I was getting, very interestingly, I was getting confessions that I really no, I would not share with anyone else. I think some people were using it as a means to let something out or let things out, and so I had to delete quite a few. Yeah. The painfully gay one, that's the first one, believe it or not. That was the first one I got. Yeah, that exactly, Oak, yes. People were confessing to things that were actually quite problematic, shall we say. Yes, Darkling, exactly. Guys, I'm just a VTuber. I know, like, I have spoken about my degree. I do have a degree in mental health and such, but right now I'm just a VTuber, okay? I can't help you. But I had people confessing things that I eventually had to post on Twitter. Please see a professional if you're feeling like this, or if you have done something like this, please go to a professional. Ah, my goodness. Okay, we're going to swap the music over. And we can get started. You ready? Ah, it takes me back to my childhood. Would you believe me if I told you that, why do I have multiple arms? What is going on? Huh? Bear with me. There we go. Okay. Oh my goodness. Huh? Hello. Good morning, blessed. Welcome to your confessions. Yes, I unfortunately had a double layer. Also, Alicia of Globy with this outfit. Isn't it adorable? It's adorable. But yes, the music takes me back to many, many years ago. Far longer than I think any of you have been around. Let me know if the volumes are okay, my darlings. I will adjust them as needed. But welcome. Today we will decide if you will be cleansed of your 2025 sins, or if you will continue to carry them into 2026. For the time being, I will grab the check-ins. And first of all, we do have an anonymous check-in. Thank you for joining us today. Bless you. We will go through the stream with peace and harmony, and we will not judge too deeply. Okay? Remember to share the post on Twitter announcing the stream, as this is my final stream before I take my medical hiatus. And so I would appreciate any and all love given over. Okay? Allow me to just pause a couple of redeems. Because unfortunately, I do not have these set. Thank you, Zero. Thank you. Now for the check-ins. We have Crookshank. Welcome, my darling. God bless. Phantom Onyx. Welcome and bless. Ezekiel. Welcome. I probably shouldn't say bless. I feel like I'm about to get smited. Ezekiel, hello, welcome. Hi, Silas, over on YouTube, hello. I will say the YouTube one separately because they do not have this redeem over there. Engineer, hello, my darling. Captain Callion, hello, welcome, my darling. DB, hello, my love, welcome and thank you for your help today. Zora Carbuncle, welcome, my darling, welcome, welcome. Pinky Ninja, welcome, my darling. My milkers, welcome. We're being wholesome today. Today's a wholesome day, no cursing. For 5 minutes. Selenoid, welcome, my darling, welcome. Tao, hello, and thank you for your help again today. Welcome, my darling. Pal, welcome. Isolated Thinker, welcome, my darling. A Little Crow, welcome. Brandy, welcome. Dude Reaper, welcome, my darling. Hydra Dreams, hello, Hydra, welcome. Call sign Hot Dog, welcome, welcome. Belfry, welcome, my love. Disastrous Online, ooh, you're my kind of person usually. Welcome, welcome. Pretty Fly for a fun guy, welcome. Mitsumeru, I love you, darling, welcome. Bence, welcome. And Son of Herb, welcome. If you did not get a welcome, remember you can do a stream check-in. It's 1 channel point. You just have to redeem it, and I will say hello to you. What blessed day. What a wonderful day, isn't it, my darlings? We are a redeemed demon, here to look over your confessions. But yes, a little update. If you are new here, this is my final stream before I go on hiatus. I will be back, but I was this was decided long before my debut, and I will be going on a medical hiatus. Unfortunately, the doctors have demanded that I have to rest 6 to 8 weeks. And so I shall have to follow those orders. But I will come out with lots of fire. I will come back to you with plenty of fire, plenty of fun. And we can cause havoc together once I return. How does that sound, my darlings? Going out with a bang, aren't I? You better rest. I will, my darlings, I will. No, we're not bringing that up, Phantom. I'll make sure you get a one-way ticket to hell if you want. Jeez. I wish you the best. Sending you healing vibes. Thank you so much, my darling. Pinky promise, Yukari, of course. Nobly in my head. We'll give you the biggest welcome hug known to mankind. I appreciate that. Please don't forget about me. Don't forget. Okay? I will return with plenty of fire for you all. I will still be active on social media. I will still be on Twitter. I refuse to call it X. And I will still be on the Discord from time to time, so please do not worry too much, okay? This has been planned, so do not worry, my darlings. Straight to hell where you'll be stuck as a head in the toilet, rest in skibbity. What the fuck does that mean? I do not know the skibbity reference that you are making, my darling. How are the volumes? If you need me to turn down the music or turn up the music, let me know. And skibbity we trust. Stop! No! Not in skibbity we trust, no! I also wish to thank you all because I was able to apply for a partner this morning. And I appreciate all of your support and all of your love, and I would very much appreciate your love to continue. I hope that that is okay to ask. Sound okay. Thank you. But yes, are there any last-minute confessions that you guys would like to make? Please not long ones. I hope you'll get it. Thank you, Belfry. Thank you. Saria Star Truckin', welcome. And Damon, hello, my darling. Welcome. And Sloth So Super, hello. Welcome, my darlings. But if there are any last minutes, feel free to post them. Keep them short. The form was for the long confessions. Only average length. Well, it depends what you consider average, my darling. I am wearing no socks when it's 15°C indoors and I'm too lazy to put some on. I don't wear socks. Like, ever. In fact, I'm not wearing anything on my feet today. I prefer not to. Ironically, being part of socks, I do not like to wear them. For free. They are still covered. You only got the tootsies. You only got the tootsies, my darlings. Think of it as a parting gift. My parting gift from myself to you. Pretty sure Ali doesn't wear any. I think the majority of us do not wear socks. Funny enough. But yes, if you could go over to Twitter and share the post, invite your friends to come along and have their sins questioned. Didn't you use your last pair to make the sock puppet? I stole one of Clark's socks. Doesn't Ali have bug feet? No, that's Addy. That's ad-free. Ad-free has, I don't know what you would call them, but they're kind of claw-like. I feel like Cammy's the only one I would see wearing socks often. Oh yes, she has the grippy socks. She has the grippy socks. Yomi has socks. She has thigh highs. She has stripy thigh highs. Sklimbo isn't wearing socks. Yeah, I think right now the majority of us don't wear them. We have to sacrifice them when we're hired, so finding a pair is very difficult. Snoozy has 80s socks. Ooh, I love that. Let me bring this up so that I can see YouTube again. Hi, YouTube. He's gone past the need for socks. That's very true. Although I do worry sometimes for his nose, because I know that my nose can get very cold sometimes. And so I do worry about him in the winter. Hello, Mikey. Hello, my darling. Welcome. Flork knows what he's doing. He does. Sklimbo only wears a Speedo. Yes. Well, he does have clothing. He just does not put them on. He has a hat and a t-shirt. If you ask to see them, he'll show you. but he just does not put them on. Silly man. But yes, if we are looking to get those partner numbers, I would really appreciate any and all support today. We'll be going through your confessions carefully, analysing them. I will go through as many as I can. Hopefully we can get through all of them. It can be very quickly. Santa delivered my present early. He sent me an angel looking amazing. Thank you, my darling. Thank you, I appreciate that. The Hogs t-shirt, yes. Okay, shall we begin? Shall we begin, my loves? Let us begin. Is this an okay size for you? Is this an okay size, or would you wish for me to make it larger? Good morning, Sister Malfina. I'm currently on my way to ride the train to take me to my beloved. I hope you have a fantastic stream. Have a wonderful time, Blaze. Have a wonderful time, my darling. Increase it a little, okay? I will do around here. I don't want it to take up too much space. Hello, Tuxedo Mask. Welcome, welcome, my darling. And Luminous, hello. Now, let's go through this one together, shall we? The confession states, I am so painfully gay. It is crippling. Women are so pretty. I see your problem. And I understand it. Many of us are tempted by the form of the women. What do you think, chat? Oh, that's very true, Tao. Thank you for that. Was this from a VTuber? It was. Yes. Thank you for the follow, my love. Welcome, welcome. It isn't Ali. I'm wondering, for some of them, I'm wondering if I should show the names or not. Actually, you know what? They submitted their name. I think I can show them, can't I? There we are. Whiskey it was. Thank you for all of your stream streaks. Oh my goodness, 20. Thank you, darling. Women are pretty. I think anyone can admit that. That's very true. Cotton 4K? It's the fact that they've said they're painfully gay, so it clearly brings them discomfort. All women are pretty, exposed for being based. I see. Shall we do a little poll, chat? I think we should, personally, I think we should, but why don't you all give me your opinion on Twitch? I have uploaded a poll, or however you wish to say it. This is far from damnable. They get a pass. I agree, Oak. I wouldn't even consider that a sin. Cinder to hell is surrounded with hot demon women. Ooh, Herb, you're making a point. You're making a point. Oh my goodness, it seems that everyone is in agreement. Hot demon women or hot angel women? Well, I am quite biased myself, DB, aren't I? The only thing is, maybe I could be converted if we ever got a nice angel woman here, but that is up to Flork. Hello and welcome. Thank you for the follow, my darling. Welcome, welcome. I agree. I do not think this is a damnable offense. I feel that this can be forgiven, as many of us truly understand. Yes, this is forgiven, Whiskey. You are forgiven. Have a safe and righteous 2026, my darling. That was an easy forgive. It was. Airy! Hello, my darling. Oh, okay. Oh, Mother Malfi. I fear I talk about mine Eurovision hyperfixation way too much, and drive mine fellow man away from thyself. I need mine soul cleansed by thee to shut mine trap, and be free from these siren-like melodies. Please save my soul. Okay. I fear I talk about mine Eurovision hyperfixation way too much, I don't think there is such a thing as way too much, my darling. I don't think there is. I think you speak about it a wonderful amount. Is it sinful to enjoy music? Personally, I do not think so. Music is an art, and Eurovision is a way to present that art creatively on a worldwide stage. I would say that this is forgivable, mainly because I enjoy joining in, because I am also very, very obsessed with Eurovision. Didn't they do Deja Vu? What do you mean? First of all, anyone in chat actually enjoy Eurovision? I'm curious about this now. What if it's ska? I genuinely don't really understand ska music. I don't understand the genre, so I wouldn't be able to say yes or no. This one doesn't even need a vote. It was sinful to enjoy music. They wouldn't use it at churches or ceremonies. Exactly. It's like a Eurobeat concert. Oh, DB, my darling. Eurovision, for those of you who are unaware, is a song contest in Europe, but it does include some countries outside. It was created after the war, after World War II, as a way to unite the countries of Europe once more. Unfortunately, this year is incredibly controversial, and many people are, what's the word? What's the word for it? Abstaining from watching? Boycotting, that's the word. Yes, a lot of countries are pulling out, unfortunately, and many people are abstaining from watching it, but it covers many, many genres. There are comedy acts, there's rock music, there's pop. I would say pop is generally the most common, usually with a blonde woman in a leotard, like a shiny leotard. We have had pianos on fire on stage. We've had hamster wheels on stage. We've had the smallest little ice rinks on stage. But yes, I heard about why some are drawn. I will not be discussing the reasons because I do not want to get into a political discussion. However, I feel that this is a forgivable sin because I also love Eurovision. And I also appreciate your taste in music, Ari, because I know for a fact all I have to go is cha, 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 cha. And she will be present. I know, my girl. No, you are forgiven, my darling. May 2026 bring you many happiness. Many happiness, much happiness. Many happy moments, lots of Eurovision. Oh yes, you just have to do the Karya and oh, she melts. That's her. You sing that Karya and she is so happy. You are forgiven, my darling. Do not worry. I love our discussions on Eurovision. It's funny, that was one of the first things that I think we connected on, was we were in a call, and when she realized my accent, she asked me immediately about Eurovision. And I was like, yes, love it. Ever since then, anytime we talk, it's usually about Eurovision. It sounds like a very based event in principle. It's very interesting. I love it. Some of the song acts are very interesting. One country I really appreciate is Moldova. Actually, speaking of Moldova, you guys are aware of like the epic sax guy meme? You know, the meme of the guy on the saxophone. It's that is from Eurovision, believe it or not. That man was from Eurovision. And he performed again a few years ago because he became such a well-known meme. I just find it very interesting. Yomi, my darling, good morning. Yes, there was a song many years ago that kind of sticks in my head, and it is it was France, I think, and they did an entire song about a mustache. And the guy in it, if you're from the UK, he looked like Keith Lemon. What happened to Keith Lemon? Where is he? He just disappeared one day. Anyway. Oh, you could be, damned oak. You could be, my darling. I'm here to listen to thy sins. Yomi, my darling, I love you. But yes, Eri, you are forgiving. We love you. We love you. I don't know what happened to him. It feels as if he just kind of faded off the face of the planet, doesn't it? Oh, look who it is. A confession from the blue one herself. Thank you for the follow, my darlings. Welcome, welcome. From Yomi Quinley. I have begun to stir my gamersup strengths by using VTuber standees like a giant mixing spoon. I feel like they enhance the anime girl flavor. First opinions, chat? Begun. How does that work? Because I'm trying to think of the size of a gamersup's cup in comparison to a size of a standee. Oh, Crow has a question, my darling. Yes? By the head or the feet? Ooh, that is a very fair question. She did say she's drowning them. What do we think? If she's using a standee that matches the flavor, it's based, otherwise questionable. That's another fair point. Both ways sometimes to really get in there. Only permitted if you're using the character associated with the flavor. That's fair. It works because of science. I feel you would get more area with the feet. That's my thinking, Joe. Surely the feet is smaller, so you would get far more of a stir. Besmirch the merch. Besmirch the merch. Guilty. Oh, I'm seeing a lot of people say guilty in the chat. But. Hear me out, chat. Hear me out. If you had the option to stir your gamersups with the feet of a cute anime girl, would you not? Think about your own actions before we judge. Would you not enjoy that? Perhaps I should trust Yomi more on questions of science. I would 1,000,000% do it. Man, I picked a weird time to join. Welcome! Hi, Moran, welcome! I wouldn't, genuinely don't know how to answer that. So it's neither a yes nor a no from you, Tao. Perhaps Yomi is just being innovative. Perhaps she is just being resourceful. We don't know how many spoons she has in her house. She may only have a couple of spoons, and therefore she is being resourceful. Would it make my sups taste like blueberries if it was a Yomi standee? Ooh. Now I'm curious what flavor all of SVA would be. I feel like everyone would say grape for me because of the purple. My Alakazam keeps breaking my spoons. Terrible. Terrible. Thank you for the follow, my darling. Welcome to a Malfina. We have a new Malfina recruit. It can't be as few as Sklim. Sklim... I worry about that, man, sometimes. If you had a real anime woman foot stir, would it be a standee size foot or lore accurate heights? If that's the case, I feel like mine would be very big if it was lore accurate. I mean, I'm 7 foot tall. Use the Yomi standee to make blue milk. Okay, chat, we're deciding. Is this a forgive? Is this a forgive or a fall? What do we think, my darlings? Forgive or fall? Forgiven? We do have a fall. Okay. Yomi, by order of the Malfina Council, you have been forgiven for your 2025 sins. You may now move on to 2026, free of sin, and looking forward to blessings. Forgive but monitor. Just, we'll add a ring camera into the lab so that we can watch Yomi and make sure she's okay. Keep stirring those anime girl feet into your subs, Yomi. There you go, my darling. You have been forgiven. Hi, Nindesa. Welcome, my darling. How are you doing? Forgiven, but use your own standee next time. Code Malfi, yes, if you would like to support the stream. By the way, GamerSubs has a sale on at the moment with some nice little gifts if you would like to check that out. And Code Malfi will get you 10% off. Addy is not allowed to be the one monitoring it. Oh god, no. No. It would likely be myself or Yumi's manager. Which I think Yumi and I have the same manager, if I remember correctly. I always get so confused. Yomi will now commit more sins in 2026. Well, we will judge her at the end of 2026. But for now, Yomi Quinley, you are forgiven, my darling. Go into 2026 full of hope and blessing. Hello, Connor. How are you doing, my darling? Let's see. This is from David. I want to be careful because some people did put their real names. I assume they're real names. But there we go. David says, I am on my phone checking Twitter and YouTube while I drive. Like a lot. I've been told to stop by my boss, but I end up secretly doing it anyway when I'm by myself on the road. I haven't been in any accidents or got fined. But I fear one day I might hit someone. Even so, I can't stop doing it. Okay, this is one I have to get serious about, guys. Don't do this shit. I kept this here so that I could do a PSA. Don't do this shit. Because it only takes one time. I've known people who have been killed by ignorant drivers. And it's very rarely a scar that goes away, even with time. I personally do not, like, just as me, not even as Malfina at the moment, but as me, don't do this shit. Please. I understand trying to be, there's many things, including phone addiction. If it is a phone addiction, please make sure you get that seen to. It takes literally less than a second to act someone with a car. Exactly. Thank you. I'm glad chat are in agreement with me, but please do not do this. This is very dangerous. And I have been affected in the past. Actually, when I was a very young witch, I was actually hit by a car myself by an ignorant driver, and it was very painful. And so I implore people to please not do this. I was very lucky in that I came away with very minor. I had scratches and a bit of a concussion and stuff, but I beg, do not do this. You can let go of your phone just while you're driving. For that reason, I will say fall. I cannot forgive unless you are willing to change. If you're not willing to stop yourself from doing this, you cannot be forgiven. Red lights exist if you can't wait to get to your destination to look at your phone, or pull over. Just listen to a VOD or some music. Got to be able to get your hands off for a little bit. Exactly. Why do you need a VTuber to tell you to stop? You should be better. The VTuber will be happy if you're able to safely tune into streams. Exactly. If you're watching a stream of mine and you're driving, turn it off. Turn it off right now. I'll lose that viewer account. I don't care. I much prioritize the safety of yourself and the safety of other people, because if we are being honest with situations like these, it is never the driver. Well, not never, but in most cases of incidents where someone gets into an accident because they're not paying attention, it is other people that take the brunt. And so please, put down the phone. Just set a rule for yourself. Just put it down. Put it in the glove box. Is that what you call it in the States as well, the glove box? But please, I ask you to stop doing this. Until you change, I cannot forgive. I cannot. I still would always pull aside to get the destination or review the route. Exactly, Yomi. I call it my oops, I got pulled over box. The human reaction is to tense up, which causes more injury. Yes. We do call it the glove box. We have glove boxes and console boxes. Understood. But yes, David, unless you're willing to change, you are not forgiven. Please go into 2026 making better decisions. Okay, my darling? I hate to get so serious, but I kept that one in for the reason. It worried me. It really worried me. And so I felt like I had to include that one. Just to say. Okay. Moving on to our next person, we have Scribe. Hello, Scribe Latte, my darling. Lady Malfina, I beg you for forgiveness. I went into this year hoping to better myself, bring myself into a clearer state of mind. However, I just couldn't. I tried, but it wasn't possible. VTubers are just too amazing and wonderful. I went from following around 20 VTubers to nearly 100. I can't stop. And to be honest, I don't want to. I confess that I am a slut for VTubers. Oh, my darling. Oh, my darling. Do you at least make good choices in the VTubers that you follow? Can I ask that, first of all? Do you at least make good decisions on the VTubers that you follow? Are they ones that are generally around drama? Also, yes, who's your Oshi? Who's your Oshi or your Kami Oshi, if you're willing to share? Listen, as a VTuber, I am willing to forgive this. Depending on who your Oshis are. If we have similar Oshis, then I am happy to forgive. If it isn't Lady Malfina, I hope you're doing well. You look so beautiful today. Thank you, my darling. I'm not used to wearing such a high neck, but I have to maintain my dignity. How many of them have had Google Docies drawn? Do you know, that was what I wanted to ask, but I didn't want to be too on the nose about it. But yes, hi Broth, hi. If you have 100 VTubers to follow, not one of them is Malfina's Oshi, then fall, otherwise forgiven. Oh my goodness. I will only allow names to be brought up in chat if they are SVA. Generally, please do not post other VTubers in the chats. It's considered quite rude to everyone, okay? Solid metric, not gonna lie. Yeah, exactly. Ah, Mark, the longest one that was dropped this year was 1,000 pages, believe it or not. Hello, Umbra, my darling, good morning. For this sin, I feel like we can be forgiven. Everyone has a vice, everyone has something that they enjoy. And so long as it isn't bringing any harm, I don't see why you shouldn't be forgiven. Yes, the 1,000 doc. Someone else who calls themselves a slut. I could call you a slut at any time you want, Yomi. I'm more than happy to call you a bad little slut. I just applied for partner. They're going to watch this and be like, absolutely not. I am a demon. I am a demon. Let me adjust my chair a little bit. My leg was going a bit sore. Hearing that out of a nun, forgive me. What, calling you a good little slut? Luckily it's not November. Yes, Scribe, my darling. You are forgiven. Dang, I wanted to call me a slut too. I expect art for Broth Bowl after this. 6. Oh my god, Malfina nun art? Ooh! Done! Yes, I feel as though this can be forgiven. For many of us have fallen victim to the VTubers. And hey, if I'm one of the ones that you follow and I'm one of your Oshis, please beg more. Luckily it's not November. I fucking spat my soda, you wanker. Get fucked. Get fucked. Nunfina? Is that what this version is called? Nunfina. So we have Smallfina and we have Nunfina. I think Malfina can be seen as one of my Oshis. Ah! Oh my god. Okay, a little bit of transparency. Whenever I see someone call me their Oshi, it fills me with so much joy. I feel really childish for getting excited about it, but I always just feel so happy whenever someone calls me their Oshi. Malfinan. Malfinan. Malfinan or Nunfina? Those are the decisions now. Can I ask that everyone takes a drink, please? While we're taking a moment, can I please do a hydration check, a medication check? Thank you. I can't choose between all of the SVA talents. Ooh, very good, very good. Nunfina, Malfinan. I'm not even sure what an Oshi is between just being your favorite. Basically, that is what it is, Tao. So you have your Oshis, which are like your favorite streamer, your favorite VTubers, and then many people will have a Kami Oshi, or their God Oshi. So your Kami Oshi is like the top of your list. Nunfina to go with Smallfina. Get fucked. Rude. Wow, I'm so nice to you. I hope your dispatch saved corrupt. No! No! Fuck you, Mark! Drinking raw meat right now? What? Hello, Apollo. Welcome, Braining Apollo. Welcome, welcome, my darling. She is very good, baby. She is very good. But yes, I think we can all forgive. I think we can all forgive. Yeah, the raw meat thing, you're going to hell. But Scribe Latte, you have been forgiven. Please go into 2026 feeling fresh and full of blessing. I blame GamerSups, a lot of talented peeps though. Fair. There's a G-Sups flavor named raw meat. Is there? I didn't know that one. Oh, I'll have to check it out. What's the flavor profile? It's melon. Ooh, I have to try it. I'm just really wanting that the peach tea one. The peach tea looks incredible. Papa meat makes me my cake come out. I've never heard of Papa meat. Melon cantaloupe. Ooh! You have my I love melon. Love them. Hello, thank you for the stream streak, darling. Welcome. Melons are bad, but melon flavor things are insanely tasty. I feel that way about a couple of other things as well. I'll enjoy the flavors, but I won't actually enjoy the product itself, like the main thing itself. I'm trying to think of any off the top of my head. An artist and funny guy. Lovely to know. I will keep that in mind. The Masked Rabbit. Umbra, thank you for the stream streak, my darling. The Masked Rabbit. Here we go. I once saw a fly and punched a mall glass window to try and smash it. The window didn't even crack, but my hand broke. And there was no fly. I was 13 at the time. Are you confessing to trying to hurt the fly or to breaking glass? Or are you just trying to act cool? Are you just submitting this thinking, oh, I'll be cool as fuck doing this, yeah. Malfina melons or magical melons for a G-Subs flavor? That would be funny. Right, hello! Thank you for the 20 stream streak, my darling. Welcome, welcome. I've had the opposite with orange. Some of the artificial flavors were so painful. I fully understand that. I fully understand that. Yeah, this sounds like being an idiot teenager. I don't think this is worth having to forgive about, especially if it was so long ago that you had to put I was this age at the time. Yes, you broke your own hand. I feel as if you got karma from that. I feel as if you were given enough karma that this did not have to be confessed. So yes, as long as you stop doing stupid teenager shit, you're fine. I'm 13 and this is edgy. It does feel like that, doesn't it? Oh, hi Gaia Shield. Welcome, my darling. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I don't think this one is even worth really, yeah, nothing to forgive there. It is adjacent to I ate my sister's crayon. Oh, how could you? I didn't know we were doing this, but I could have submitted more stories. It is totally your call, honey. At the moment, I have 36. I was 27 at the time, literally 2 days ago. Good morning, my lovely Malfina. Good morning, Gaia Shield. How are you? How are you doing today? Let's see. We have a confession from a Cuddle. I confess, on the night of June 7th, 1978, I did a horrible thing to a McDouble. Such unspeakable horrors were wrought upon that McDouble. I took it, and I put a whopper onto it. Now I must confess that this is a lie, and that is my confession. You actively came here to lie? That's incredibly... Oh! The McDouble and Whopper combo, I would have allowed. I would have allowed to pass. Because, listen, everyone has their own way of doing things. Sometimes you prefer the fries at one place and the burgers at another. That is so fair. That is fair. Also, Mark, thank you for the check-in. But to come here, in front of my Pepsi, and actively lie? I can't. I can't forgive that. How dare you? Hello, Dead Moron. Welcome, welcome, my darling. Lying on purpose to a nun is real big, right? Oh, I am offended, Cuddle. We will say fall. This is a fall. You enter a house of dog and commit falsehood. Yes, exactly, Oak. I mean, I could see a McDouble and a Whopper going really well if you're really in the mood. But for this, I will say fall. How dare you come into my sanctum and lie? Huh. I cannot forgive. I cannot. Oh! I will just let chat react to this one. Hi, Flopsy. I will let chat react to this one for a moment. Oh dear, oh dear. Banished to the 5th circle of hell. My darling. My darling. You have enraged the Malfinas. You have enraged. And to put your name on it, as if you are so proud. Hail. How could you? How could you hate this adorable little... Hold on. We need the Haru Urara love. I do not care who you are. This little bean, this adorable, adorable darling. How could you? How could you? Look at them. She just wants to win. She just wants to do her best. Thank you for the biddies, Yomi. She's just trying her best. Look at her. Look at them. How could you? And on the year she died. Hell. You are going straight to hell, my darling. And I won't even get you a nice room. I'm going to make sure you lie on the dirtiest haystack. She won the retired horse race. She did! She did. Oh, I love her for it. How dare you not enjoy Harurara? I am offended. Hello, Potato Broman. Welcome, my darling. Welcome. Yes, you are not getting forgiven. You are going straight to hell and not the fun part. Punishment, eternity of eating grass. Hello, Breach. Welcome, my darling. Staple this man's manhood to the horse and swat its butt. Oh my goodness. Hello, Breach, darling. How are you? Yes, that one, you are going straight to hell. Hello, Void. Hi, darling. From Sprout. We have... Oh, I bet Hale lives in New York and says he lives in New England. Oh, you have put yourself in the firing line. You have put yourself in the firing line, Hale. Delmere, welcome, my darling. Delmere. I'm not sure exactly which way to go with that, but I will call you Delmere for now, if that's okay. Sprout says, even though I try and be a nice person and be kind, I can't help being judgmental and kind of judging people. I would never say it to their face, though. We all do this. Here's the thing. You understand that you're being judgmental, and you feel guilt about it. You can't help it. All of us. I think it's normal for humans to judge. I think it's normal. As long as your judgments are not harmful, or you understand that they are your personal judgments and they're not for others to share, I think you're fine, darling. Go directly to hell, do not pass go, do not collect your wings in Halo. Yes, your judgments are your own. As long as you can fully understand that, then I feel that you can be forgiven. It is only a sin if you act on it. Exactly, my darlings. Exactly. So long as you do not act on it, or you do not push your judgments onto other people, you are fine. I will forgive you for this. I don't really act on it unless my judgment was proven correct. Oh no, that's when you sit in the background to your friends going, called it. But yes, Sprout, you are forgiven of your 2025 sin. Please move on to 2026 full of joy and peace and blessings. No, I like to judge. I think we all judge every now and again. It's easy to do, unfortunately, and humans especially are very prone to judgment based on first impressions. And I think that is a way to keep yourself safe in a lot of ways. So please do not hold that too harshly against yourself. Okay? From Winter. I once had an argument with a surgeon who was blatantly and confidently wrong and shut me down as a student. I was so angry that I set a yearly calendar reminder to post statistics that proved him wrong on the anniversary of that argument for the next 4 years. I judge very quickly, but everyone has failed to prove me wrong. Agreed. I very much agree. We all like to look at someone having a bad hair day and chuckle to ourselves. Exactly. Listen, I have bad hair days all the time. Everyone judges sometimes, but that's just natural. Agreed. For this one, I can understand as a student. Not a surgeon student. I wasn't a doctorate student, but as a nursing student, I can understand getting to the point of exhaustion and frustration that you would do something petty like this. The fact that you've done it for 4 years and this man probably does not remember anything to do with the argument is I don't know. I feel as though a surgeon has so much else going on that the message won't be received. If that makes sense. I feel as though the message may, unfortunately, fly over their head. It's petty and it's wonderful, as Fun Guy says. And I'm going to forgive it. I think forgiving is the right choice here. And so, Winter, you are forgiven of your 2025 sin. Well, your 4-year-long sin. As long as that is the end of it. Please don't do a year 5. Please don't. What's this? Definitely not. The Malfina would laugh as the most time out people. Wait, what is this? What did I miss? What did I miss? I would call it forgiven if the posts are less out of anger and are a meme. I fully agree with this, honestly. Because I definitely had particular professionals that I worked with that I'm like, you are a see you next Tuesday. And I fully understand. Breach, thank you for the subscription, my darling. Thank you so much. You guys are going to make this leave so much easier for me. Thank you. You're the best. We can talk about it in Connecticut sometime. Yeah, of course. Absolutely. But yes, let's try and get the next one, and then I'll take a little break while the ads are playing. No name. No name. Forgive me, Malfi, for I have sinned. I have sinned against your fellow SVA talent and all of their viewers. I have sinned against the world of VTubers. The eyes of God look down upon me in disgust for the filth that I am. I am the one who submitted the infamous Goon Corner story a 1.5 years ago. This is not a confession born of guilt. It is not a confession of falsehood. This is a reminder that I walk among you. I have no idea what the Goon Corner story is. I've been to see having Yuki on stage. It's great. What is the Goon story? Okay, Iggy, what is that? What is the Goon Corner? What is that? I'm very confused. Broth, do you know what it is? You seem to know what it is. It's a corner for gooning? Goon Corner. Hold on. Goon Corner. Of course, Ali's post comes up. The first thing I see is a post from Ali. I don't understand the infamous Goon Corner story. I don't understand. What? I plead the 5th. I plead section 13. Doesn't sound like a corner I'd want to be in. You're friends with Yomi and Ali and you don't know what gooning is. I know what gooning is. I've been in call with Ali enough times to know what the fuck gooning is. But what is the infamous Goon Corner story? Okay, so I saw this confession crow and I did ask, and no one knew what they were talking about. Have a good one, Crookshank. Have a wonderful Christmas. Thank you, bye! Yeah, none of them knew about this apparently infamous story. So I feel like you're tooting your own horn a little bit. I feel like you're making yourself somewhat of an idol. In the way that you're escalating how this is apparently infamous. I don't know anything about this. Anyone I asked did not know about it. So I don't know what to tell you. I guess it's forgiveness on the grounds of confusion. I don't want to forgive because I'm like, huh? It's funny to see them brag about a thing most people don't know about. Ali forgets about half the crazy shit she does. That's not fair. Ali did make a tweet about a goon corner, but there was no such thing as an infamous corner story. And when I asked about it, no one else knew. Yeah, I agree, Oak. I agree. I think this is the self-aggrandizement. Oh my goodness, what a word. Yeah, I'm gonna say fall just because you're putting yourself on a pedestal that many of us are confused about. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for checking in, my darling. So I'm going to say fall. It is such a word, isn't it, Mark? This is why you clip your Oshis. Wait, what? Yes, remember to clip your Oshis, guys. Remember. Yeah, I don't understand what he's talking about. Darius. Okay, this is another one I read, and I was like, was this worth typing, really, for a confession? Because I don't understand what the confession is. When I was in high school, I was part of a school trip that went abroad. There were one of the 2 days where you got to stay near some volcanic hot springs, and during one of the nights, I witnessed one of my upperclassmen suffer a wardrobe malfunction. It was very quick, and she didn't catch on that I had seen. Nothing came of it. I simply ended the day with more information than I had woken up with. Anyway, a few years ago, I landed a quiet office job with a small, tight-knit staff circle. My direct supervisor was the mother who actually remembered my name. We worked together closely for years and I've never said a word. This is the first I've said anything in 13 years. I don't understand what the confession is. It's a Google form, my darling. It's a Google form, Silo. I don't understand what you're confessing. I feel like you're just amping yourself up as like having a shot, maybe? But that just confuses me more. Confessing that you peed? Maybe? I'm just very confused. Confessing to being a peeping Tom? I do have to wonder how such a malfunction occurred. I do have to question that. Yeah, in a way, this almost feels kind of gloaty, but also like, I don't understand the relevance of the mother. Are you asking for forgiveness for impure thoughts, perhaps? Is that why the mother is relevant? Because if so, that could kind of make sense as to why you're confessing. Okay, if it is a case of her towel slipping on hot springs, why were you there? How did you see? Yeah, I feel as though this is another little humble brag. I'm going to say mixed bathing, maybe. I'm going to say fall, purely for the fact that a small wardrobe malfunction, as you call it, is still in your mind 13 years later. And considering it was in school, you guys were underage. For that reason, I don't understand the humble brag here. I don't think this is forgiven. I think this is a fall. Really, because we need more context. How did this happen? Were you sneaking in a peek into the girl's bath? Like the typical hentai protagonist? Was it just like the wind caught a skirt or something and you saw underwear? At which point, if that was 13 years ago, surely you've seen much more than that since then. Surely. The internet exists. It's stuck with him for life. Yeah, I think this is a fall, unfortunately. Because I don't understand. Hello, Josie. Malfi's already dead. Listen, you guys know me at this point. You know I'm not holding back. It's going fun, Jose. Hello, darling. It's fake because he was actively trying to sneak a peek and just wants to confess to it happening. That's how it reads to me. That is how it reads to me, is you were being creep. And so no, fall. Absolutely fall. Yeah, I personally think that is a fall. Down to hell you go. Hello, Lone Wolf Guy. Welcome in, darling. For this one, we have a nameless person who says, I have intentionally rigged the polls for the official rankings of the happiest men in Connecticut for the past 15 years. Intentionally rigging it so some completely random guy named Clark never reaches first place. Who are you? Who are you? Malfina likes to rip chat a new asshole on a Saturday. Thank you for the hydrate. Nah. You ain't confessing this and not putting your name, fucker. Who are you? Oh, Darkling! No! Fall. Fall and fall and continue falling until you hit the pits. All I feel is fear at the mention of that term. What term? It's Connecticut. No one gets to be happy here. Have a good lurk, honey. Wait, I'm mods. Yes, you are. You need to defend Clark's honor. Have a good one, Jose. Bye. You need to be defending Clark's honor. How dare you? Who the fuck do you think you are? Who the fuck do you think? I'm gonna fucking find you, mate. I'm gonna fucking find you and I'm gonna drag you down to hell myself. Is this a court? I want to be the judge. Hello, beautiful. What are you doing? Hello, Myerdy. How are you, my darling? We are reading confessions and sending this bitch to hell. And we're going to make sure that the way he gets there is extremely painful. I will find you, bitch. From Grandpa Fun Guy, hello! Taken via the Merritt Parkway, it's the most painful road in Connecticut. Noted. You fucker, I was gonna say that. Scott's rage on the way. I'm holding it back, but I will find them. I will find them! From Fungi, hello my darling. I tell folks that I watch V-idols and tubers to keep up with my grandkids, but I really just like seeing the creativity and personality shining through. I have no idea what y'all are doing most of the time. Can I let you in on a secret? Neither do we. We don't know what we're doing most of the time either. It's a lot of it is a question mark in our minds, to be completely honest with you, Jim. Yeah, this is wholesome. I love that you use it as like it is a way for you to connect. As much as you say, oh, I just say that to like keep up with my grandkids, you are still keeping up with it, and you still have conversation with your grandchildren who may also be into VTubers, which if they are, I'm sorry if I curse in front of them. Step 1, press go live. Step 2, question mark. Step 3, success. That's the hope. That is the hope that we can find some success. Yeah, I really love seeing the creativity and personalities. That's so sweet. Oh, this is 1,000,000% forgiven, my darling. This is so sweet. And like, yes, as I said, I love that you have something to discuss with your grandkids. I love that so much. That you appreciate the creativity that goes into VTubing and the personalities coming through. I appreciate that so much. But yes, a lot of the time we don't know what we're doing either, to be completely honest with you. Even when live, I will have, like, there's a reason that Scuff is such a big meme in VTuber world, because it's a lot more programs you have running and a lot more to set up, I tend to find. Whereas if you do like a cam stream, you'll have a set background, or like, you can do like big things, but very mostly a lot of the ones that I've come across, they generally always have a set background or like a staging kind of room kind of thing. It's a lot of programs that are constantly changing, constantly updating. But yes, we love you, Grandpa Jim. We love you. I watch them because of how chaotic they are. Grandpa's going to make these grandkids some bricking. He really does talk you all up. He's so cute. You're totally forgiven, fun guy. You're totally forgiven for this. Oh, that's so sweet. May your 2026 be filled with joy and blessings, my love. Children love bricking. Bitches love bricking. All right, from Sync, we have... I lied a singular time to my former partner out of pride, thinking I was protecting myself. But I wasn't. I thought it was from shame, but Uncle Eero teaches us that the source of shame is pride. Therefore, it was out of pride. And I'm ashamed of it. That moment is what sent our relationship downhill, because she knew, and it was my own fault. So I resolved to complete honesty from that moment forth. Can I be forgiven? Is it Eero or Iroh? I've never watched it. I feel really dumb for asking that, but I never watched it. Iroh, thank you, thank you. Sync, my darling. You are trying to change. You have resolved yourself to honesty. You state it yourself. Unfortunately, we have to suffer the consequences sometimes in order to actually learn a lesson. And that is what has happened here, my darling. Tell us what the lie was. It also does depend on the lie, I guess, but in a general sense, let's just pretend it was a general kind of lie that isn't like too crazy. Like, it's not like someone died, you know, like let's imagine it's a pretty simple one, okay? Okay, so we're going down that route. I feel that you can be forgiven because you are actively trying to change. You've resolved to honesty. You have realized that it was pride. And that is a sin that you fell for. And so personally, I would forgive because you are changing. You're looking to learn. You're looking to grow. You're looking to find a world in which your honesty is getting you rewarded. You understand. You've had the karma hit you. You've learned a lesson. We all have to learn lessons from time to time. I personally say forgiven. What do you think, chat? He's the one who left the toilet seat up, not his evil twin desync. Oh my goodness. That is very desync though, like... Forgiven? Yes, forgiven. I agree. I think this is a forgiven. And so please may you enter 2026 with joy and happiness. I hope that you can learn from your lessons. I hope you continue to grow, my darling. Mr. Woozer, welcome to the chat, my darling. Hello. Here we go. Ooh, another fun guy. Pretty fly furry fun guy has put, I have served vegan gumbo, okra stew over rice for the last 5 years worth of reunions that I have attended, from weddings to family gatherings, and no one has noticed. Okay. First of all, I want to ask chat's opinion on this. I like the nice short ones, by the way. Thank you for that. But I wish to kind of get my chat's reaction first before I meant a, Before I make a, yeah. Hidden vegan. If it is tasty, then who cares? That is my opinion. If it is delicious and no one has made any comment on it, who cares? Did you at least make sure none of them were allergic? I'm assuming since it's been going on for 5 years, that it has been checked for allergens. That is my understanding. If it's tasty and they don't notice that long, I guess forgiven. Vegan food is tasty. It doesn't say bad. I'm sure Sklim would have choice words. 1,000,000% he would. I don't eat meat because I love to kill Oh! Okay, I read that. I don't eat meat because I love to kill animals. Secretly give me vegan. Like, the way that I read that at first, that was very weird on my part. I do apologize. No, I agree with you. I don't eat meat because it's like killing animals that makes it yummy. It's just, meat is good for me. Like, I like it. But I totally understand people who go vegan or choose to go vegetarian or anything of those options. You live your life, I live mine. Everyone's happy. Yeah, I think this is fine. As long as the food's delicious, there's no allergens. Hi, Pokemon. As long as there's no allergens there and such, yeah, I think you're absolutely fine. Vuxler, thank you for checking in, my darling. It's lovely to have you here. I'm fine with this. Forgiven. Yeah, I see no wrong. I agree with Crow. I see no wrong here. You're serving delicious food. You're serving food for your family. I think that's lovely. Just because it isn't meaty doesn't mean it's bad. If it's good and they eat it and it's been popular enough that you've been asked to make it for different occasions, there's nothing to forgive here, my darling. You've done a wonderful job. So please go into 2026 feeling fulfilled and full of blessing. I eat meat because it's tasty. If vegan food is just as flavored, I would eat that too. Exactly. I definitely have certain foods where I've tried the vegan versions and I'm like, oh my god, this is amazing. Oh, this is incredible. Like, it just because, like, I don't get the whole. If he's not lying about the make of the gumbo, then there's no problem. Yeah, it's an okra stew. I just did pancetta, eggs, and cheese with guac. I'm all carnivore this morning. I've made vegetarian chicken parm before. Then it isn't chicken parm. I will say one thing I hate is when vegan stuff is trying to impersonate meat, if that makes sense. Like the whole like Impossible Burger or like where it's like or tofurkey or like I don't like it. I don't like it. Just make it a thing. Just make it its own thing. Because it's still delicious, but don't try and imitate something else. I never understood why you would go vegan then eat impersonation meat. Let's just call it its own thing. Hi, Alloy, welcome. I look forward to the day that vegan stuff is indistinguishable and closer in price. Yeah. Tofu parm, they hate the idea of veganism, so it does make me feel guilty. Oh, well, do you know what? No one's complained. No one's complained, my darling. I think you've done well. There's nothing to forgive here. I think you've done good. If you're making something that they are wanting to have at events and they keep asking for it, why not? Just admit what you're making as what it is. Exactly. The nuggets aren't far from the real thing. Yeah, but like, surely you could just call it like tofu nugget or whatever it is made of rather than fake chicken nuggets. Good morning, Aloe. Also, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Malfinas, my darling. Welcome, welcome. Yes, you are forgiven, my love, if you wish to be. I personally do not feel you need to be, but you are forgiven. Enjoy your 2026, my darling. From Medic. All I'm getting is that their vegan gumbo is fire. That's all I'm getting from it too. I want to try it. I really want to try it. I once had to let a fart go in a patient's room with family around, and I blamed the other patient's neighbour while doing it. Yeah, that's... I don't want to say it's common, but it is a tactic. It's like blaming the dog, you know? That poor person. Was it a bad one? Here's where my judgment's going to be. Was it a bad one? Thank you for the stream streak, Wizard. Thank you for the 20. I think the whole make it like the real thing is less for vegetarian, vegan thing in general. Okay. Forgiven because I would do that as too. Silly go hell. Hi, Windbreaker. Welcome in, my darling. How are you today? Not that it's a good thing, but like, I think everyone has done that at some point. Not in a hospital ward, but they have definitely passed one and blamed it on someone else. Do you know the first thing that popped into my head when I read this? The first thought in my head was, were they at least awake? Was the person you were blaming awake? Had to have been silent and therefore deadly. Yeah, I was thinking that too. Oh my god, it is appropriate for this confession. Yeah, if the other person got like flack for this, I feel like it would be a fall. Even when he's not in the room. I feel like there's context here. If he was awake, fair enough, because he could defend himself. How do you even defend yourself? You just say it wasn't, no, it was you. Isn't that why the phrase, whoever smelt it dealt it, was created? Just saying. Have a good lurk, Ally. Thank you for hopping in. I feel like we've all done this. Yes, and we've all done this once in our life. I was there and they blamed the wrong person. I'm in the vet field and we blame dogs all the time. There you go! Blaming a patient. I think this is an easy forgive. This is an easy forgive. We've all done it. We've all done it. If the person was asleep, it's a fall. That's okay. That's my compromise. Okay. If the person was asleep, fall. But if they were awake and able to defend themselves, I say forgive and forget. Forgive and forget. Hello, welcome to the stream, my darling. Welcome, welcome. And hello, Iggy the lobster. Is it Jiggy? Jiggy the lobster? That's so cute. Never blame the sleeping. Yeah, I feel like if they can't defend themselves, then it's a fall. If they were able to defend themselves, they're fine. Okay, it's fine. It's forgiven. So, Medic, please take whatever I say there and either going to 2026, either getting better or with blessings. Okay, here we go. From Brother Bear. Giggy. Why is that hard? Giggy. See, in my tongue, it sounds like I'm saying geggy, which is your mouth. Like if you tell someone to shut their giggy, Shut your geggy. It's shut your mouth. You know? Scottish debuff, there's no such thing. Okay. Dear Sister Malfina, I have come to confess. At a young age, a classmate came in and smeared cottage cheese on my arm, which at the time for some reason I thought was bird poop. And in a fit of anger, I grabbed you grabbed your school and chased him with the intent of hitting him with it. I feel ashamed of letting my rage consume me, though I must admit it's pretty funny to use a whole desk as a weapon. Please forgive my sin. A school desk, he said. I think at the end it says desk. Scottish is only a buff. Thank you, Oak! Thank you! Yeah, it says that he grabbed his desk, which makes me think this must be North America, because where I am, you like share a desk. Like, it's long desks. So this has to be NA. Or, well, no, I think a lot of places use individuals, don't they? But then, don't those ones have, like, chairs attached? Don't you guys have the chairs attached? What's going on? That was strange. Oh, okay. It would have to be a specific place because I've always had desks attached to the chair, and that ain't getting lifted for a weapon. That was my thought. Huh. Well, for one reason, like, for one thing, using your entire school as a weapon is impressive. Second, where the fuck did that kid get cottage cheese in school? I've never known a cafeteria to sell cottage cheese. Unless he brought it in as part of his lunch or something? At which point, that's just a waste of food. Norway has no attached desks as well? Interesting. Probably a lunchbox from home. That's what I was thinking. Thank you for the streak, my darling. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, it has to be a packed lunch. It's pretty funny to use a whole desk as a weapon. This is the kind of incident that gets desks bolted to the floor. 1,000,000%. But they'll never bolt the chairs because teachers want to tell everyone the story of the kid who was rocking on their chair and fell back and split their head open. Every teacher wants to tell that story. I mean, you're kids. This is just childish antics. There's nothing to forgive. This is just childish playfulness, if you know what I mean. Like, huh. Unless you successfully beat the other child with the desk. Can you imagine? Okay, son of Herp, you make a fucking fair point. If you had battered a child with a desk and they ended up in hospital or worse, that's a fall. That is easily a fall. And for my next trick, I'm going to split my head in half. That is an easy fall. However, going by the fact you say you were a young age, and it was a classmate, and it was in school, I personally feel that this is a forgive. On the basis of you were children, and children are dumb and ridiculous and reckless. Confessor is the teacher. Imagine. At a young age, a classmate came in. Yeah, like the classmate was the young age, not me. Wait, if that was the confession, that's brilliant. Personally, I think forgiven because children, they make stupid choices. Yeah. I think it has been long enough that you can be forgiven for this. As funny as it is, Descalibur. As funny as it is, I feel like you can be forgiven. So please, stop throwing desks at people, okay? No desk throwing in 2026, okay? This next one is from Ant Enjoyer. Huh? When I was a kid, we used to eat instant soup noodles with ants in them. This wasn't a deliberate choice or anything. Ants would just get into the packaging and we would still eat it. I thought this was normal and would think the noodles just had ants in them for like protein or whatever, until I was 13 and realized all of the commercials with the noodles in them didn't have ants. Huh. I hope there was no like poison or other substances placed down for the ants in your house, because then that could mean you were consuming some of that, which worries me. Ants are spicy? Are they? Huh? That's just funny, but man. Ants are spicy? I mean, sure, fire ants are, but... This is a fail for the parents, but I understand that growing up in certain environments, as someone who did myself, you're kind of limited on your choices, and you just have to kind of make do. I don't think it's good that you ate ants where you don't know where they came from. Ants have a surprising amount of protein. Huh. There you go. I think you can be forgiven for this, for the fact of you were the child. Even then, like, I'm not gonna judge your parents too harshly, because I understand different situations can mean that you don't have much choice in things. Bugs are a great source of protein. Ooh, there you go. You got your protein. No, you're forgiven. This isn't on you. This is... I actually think it's quite interesting, because people do eat bugs. My only worry is if you had just something down to combat them. Like how people put down like ant poison or something during the summer. So I personally do not think you've done anything wrong here. If it were easier to scale, we would have bug chips right now or something. Yeah, probably. Ant venom is spicy? I'm very curious now. No, I say forgiven. Come on, chat, I say forgiven. You were a child, you were just trying to survive, and you trusted what was being put in front of you. That's nothing to forgive, even. My favorite ant poison is borax. No, you're totally forgiven, my darling. Bug Snickers bar? I could see that being a thing. Favorite to eat or favorite to use? Yeah, that's a whatever. I think you're fine. From Joe Macon. Wait, is that what your name is? Joe Macon? Like Jamaican? I feel like an idiot. I once was found sleeping outside of a church with no pants on before a Sunday service by the church members and the priest. After 2 full days of heavy drinking, my trousers were on top of a gravestone. Did you have a good night? I mean, it sounds like you did. It sounds like you had a wonderful... Was that your church? Percentage of spiders in canned goods? Well then, people also say you eat so many spiders as you sleep at night, but it's actually not true. It's been proven wrong. It's so dumb. Sounds like a fun night in Birmingham. It really does. So they fell asleep. They went on a heavy drinking night, okay? They went out for a drink. It got messy. They then fell asleep with no pants on. The pants were put on top of a gravestone, but they were found asleep outside of the Sunday service, outside of church on a Sunday morning by the church members and the priest. No pants on, probably still very drunk. How did your pants end up on a gravestone? I want to know that. How on earth did they end up on a gravestone? Because I want to know more. A bit embarrassing, definitely. Tried to fuck the gravestone. A ghost needed them more. Hope they had a great time. Was about to say, I think I know this person, but the story I know is slightly different. It's yeah, pretty sure the priest forgave them. Yeah, I feel like the priest would have already given you forgiveness, so this is not my place to do so. Yeah, I feel like you've already been judged by the holy beings. I feel like you had your comeuppance. Especially if the father was there. If the priest was there, then yes, you've definitely had your judgment made. Did the ghost forgive them? Rock hard, then ghosted. Oh my god. Priest gave him 69 Hail Marys. Oh my goodness. Yeah, there's nothing for me to forgive here. I feel like you've been forgiven. I feel as though the priest would have given you forgiveness yourself. From Ustim Armitze. RP ASMR is the only way that I can have comfortable sleep now. Okay. Ow. Boy. That's totally fine. Listen, there's a reason that that sort of medium was created. There's a reason that it is such a big market. You know what I mean? A lot of people use it. That is the bonus of ASMR for many, many people. And so I think this is absolutely fine. It depends. Well. Hold on. Which kind of RP? It really highly depends on the type of RP. If you're listening to like the more smutty material, maybe that's a fall. But it really depends on what the RP you're listening to is. But I don't think using ASMR is a bad thing. People cope with sleeping disorders in their own way. Exactly. There's nothing wrong with that. Girlfriend affirmations. Okay. I feel like you really learn a lot about a person by this kind of things. Like if they are into ASMR, you learn a lot about them through the ASMR type they listen to. Yoda robs a bank to feed his drug addiction. I can't imagine falling asleep to someone slobbering into the microphone. Yeah, I don't like that. I do not like that myself. I remember when I first got my 3DO microphone, and the first thing Clark said to me was, please tell me you're not going to lick it. Please don't lick it. I'm like, no, I didn't even know that was a thing. That's how I found out about that genre. Can I have someone being proud of me, RP? Give it time. I tend to use just story-focused ASMR to pass out at like 3 a.m. People nibble it? Nah, not for me. Not for me. I would say this is a forgive. This is an easy forgive. And I hope you can find many joyous ASMRs throughout 2026 to help you get some comfortable sleep, my darling. I hope you do. I just remember the clip of the mum getting egged by her kid who then screamed into the microphone. Why don't we send her out with a preview? Clark is proud of you, RP, when... No! Only I get to hear that. I like the Spider-Man ASMRs. Oh my gosh, I love those. I used to listen to podcasts to sleep. Turns out the problem was just that I had my PC on in the background and the lights were always on. Well, duh! What the hell? Let's see, from Scully Sinful. Hello, thank you for the follow, my darling. Welcome, welcome. Xenomorphs are hot, and so are the Yautja? If I was in Warhammer 40k, I would be branded a heretic and executed on the spot. He just does push-ups in the background. I'll suggest that to him. I'll suggest he ASMR like a gym session. People would love that, I think. What's the Yautja? Let me see. What is a Yautja? Yautja. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. The Yautja are commonly known as predators, a technologically advanced extraterrestrial species of humanoid hunters. Ah! Not for me. But okay. They're like humanoid enough in body that I understand why. But for me, no. No. You'd be too tired from living on a planet that produces ritual candles. There are some sussy predators out there. Not for me, all for thee. Yeah. Let me look up xenomorphs. Xenomorphs? Is this just Alien versus Predator? versus Predator, right? So where does Warhammer come into this? Are these characters in Warhammer? Wait. These characters are in Warhammer? Oh. I didn't know that. Made the Xenomorph somewhat sensual looking in a gross phallic way. But I would not take my chances with one. I see that. I don't know if I'd be shocked that they influenced Warhammer. Let me see. Okay, let me look at the Xenomorph properly. I have pictures here. I understand the Xenomorph far more than the Predator. I will say that. I think the thing that freaks me out about the Predator is the mouth. It's like 4 different areas of like teeth, and that, no. But I understand with the Xenomorph. I think that's a fair hear me out. It's not really even a hear me out, to be completely honest with me. I would be. There also is another confession here. Nuns are hot too. Aliens in nun outfits would be my heaven. A xenomorph nun? A nunomorph? A xenonomorph? A xenonomorph? Xenos is the name of the Space Marines called the Orcs, so they might be confused. Ah. There's a kink for the aliens queen. Yeah, I can see that. There usually always is if there's like a matriarch, though. There usually always is some sort of like fetishization towards her. So I'm not surprised. Xenonomorph is pretty fire. Thank you. Oh my god, I'm so proud of that. Okay, chat, you guys are more versed. Is this a forgive or a fall? What do you guys think? People drawing Star Trek or Star Wars aliens in bikinis? Yeah, that's a thing. That's a thing. Ugh, not for me. Okay, the Malfina Council have decided, Scully, that you are forgiven. Okay? You are forgiven of your 2025 sins. And I ask that you go into 2025 looking to improve yourself and looking to be better and full of blessing. Okay, my darling? I'm whacking this one with a stick. Yeah, I'm not a Warhammer person either, DB. So I hear some of these and I'm like, oh, I'm not reading that one. Nope, absolutely not. Okay, from Danger/Cirque. I stole a push pop when I was 9. Again, you were a child. If you did something as a child, it doesn't count anymore in your adulthood. Unless you, like, murdered someone. Not going to get hell, but going to horny jail. I agree. Bro's only mistake was not making a hear me out cake. Okay, if your hear me out looks somewhat human, or like is designed to somewhat be like a humanoid, like a hot human character, it's not a hear me out. I want a fucking Epson jet printer on there, you know what I mean? I have confession, I am not longer of the living and no longer Huma due to Pat gone, eh? You still push pop when you were 9. If it was when you were 9 and you're no longer 9, you're fine. If you are 9, you should not be watching me. Just saying. Hi, Adachi. Hi, honey. Welcome. I'm going to try and go through these a bit quicker now because we're at 25 and there's 38. Okay. From Stargazer KG, I am responsible for many a culinary sin, but perhaps my greatest one is that I've eaten sushi with cream cheese and I liked it. Isn't that a common one? Like salmon and cream cheese or something? Isn't that a common type of sushi? in like the west, sorry. Salmon and cream cheese is normal over here. It's a blasphemy if you're actually from Asia, of course. Yeah, that's really common. Not really, but I say forgiven. Yeah, I think this is an easy forgive. Sushi with cream cheese is only bad if you're speaking to a sushi master in Japan itself. Yeah. Sounds like a California roll. Exactly. Yeah, this is a common one. So it doesn't need to be forgiven, Stargazer. I don't know if it's just because of where you are. It's not salsa and Oreos, at least. No. Salmon and cream cheese is only okay if it's on a bagel. Yeah. Salmon, crab, cream cheese, tempura fried equal tasty. There you go. See? There you go. It's a very common thing in a lot of places in the West, so do not worry. There's no need to be forgiven here, okay? No need. I just want to know who they are to talk to them. Why? Oh, the salsa and Oreos thing? Oh, Oak on YouTube told me about it. Hello, Smoked Eel. Welcome, my darling. Welcome, welcome. I hope you enjoy your stay. From It's Penny, forgive me, for I have sinned. I draw VTubers as nerds. Nerds. Big nerds, small nerds, glasses, braces, everyone becomes a nerd. Please draw me. I love nerds. If you guys don't know this about, here's a confession from me, actually. Okay, here's my confession. I love glasses. Glasses are attractive. Glasses are hot. Okay. I will happily be drawn in glasses. Chinese American here can confirm. Smoked eel is tasty. You say that as someone called Smoked Eel checked in. It wasn't me, it was my dad. Oh, your dad does Oreos and salsa? Forgive if they draw Malfi. Oh, is that your bargaining chip? Thank you for the biddies, yum yum. School teacher Malfi with glasses? I love glasses. Oh, I love glasses so much. Look at Yomi and Snoozy. I know, I really want to get glasses on my model soon. I would love to. Yeah, the Oreos with salsa is that's straight to hell. That is an eternal fall. For this is a huge forgive. Like, please draw me. He did it once at a party when they ran out of crisps, said it wasn't bad. What? Oh my goodness. No, no! No! School teacher glasses Malfi with a turtleneck sweater if we were making requests. Yeah, I wouldn't know how to react to either, Oak, to be completely honest. I wouldn't know either. I'm gonna use my points for a Malfi glasses redeem. I would love to have a glasses redeem. I would love it. No, you're fine, Penny. You're forgiven. Aquarina. I pretend that I've drowned to scare people who don't know that I can breathe underwater. I used to do this as a kid. You used to, like, I feel like everyone would do that as a child, where they would, like, lie in the water and, like, see how long they could lay still for. I feel like everyone did that as a child. It's so fun. We could do some art with Malfi wearing some glasses. I love whenever I receive art. Oh my goodness. When you guys get me art, I actually like, I freak out a little bit. That's usually why it takes me a little bit of time to reply, because I'm like, look at me, definitely guilty of that. Yeah, I think we all did this as kids. Let's be honest. We all did this as kids. I think this is fine. As long as you don't actively give someone a panic attack. I feel like it's fine as long as you're doing it to people that, like, you know can take a bit of a giggle. Then you're fine. Otherwise, yeah, no, this is fine. Doing a silly is not too sinful. Exactly. Just dead man float for like 30 seconds, just long enough to make the lifeguard go, huh? True, Iggy, true. Flame Dark Fire. I ate an entire order of White Castle. 10 burgers, 2 things of fries, and 2 Cokes. What is White Castle? Is it good? Gave my mum a panic attack. Oh no. That's a lot of sliders. Salty. White Castle has tiny, not amazing burgers. Oh. It's a restaurant. It's considered good? Why have you just sent me your order then? Why have you just sent me your order? I'm not ordering. I don't even know what a White Castle is. It can technically be considered food. 10 sliders is about 4 burgers. Okay. 55 burgers, 55 fries, 55... I forget the rest of the bit. Huh. I was told it's a portion of shit yourself by US Americans. He might have sending us the toilet later, I guess. People have opinions. I've never heard of White Castle, but I appreciate you sharing your order with me? Question mark? That's a lot of Coke. 2 Cokes? I mean... I don't know, some days if I'm really thirsty, I'll get 2 drinks, a drive-thru or something. Depends how thirsty I am that day. White Castle US burger joint, I'm hungry. Yeah, I don't... Okay, I'm gonna go past this one because why did you just tell me your order? I'm very confused. Heavy breach, here we go. I had to delay on hours for my Christmas tree decoration with my sister. She forgave me, but I feel like I should have not have done that. How can I make it up to her? I think it may be too late to make it up to her. I'm going to assume, Breach, that your sister really likes Christmas and loves to decorate for Christmas. Yeah, making her wait isn't fun. It depends on the reason that you had her waiting. Yeah, it depends on the reason. If you skip to play League, then you're going to hell. You're going to hell if that's the case. If it was a legitimate reason for delaying, then I can see why. Hi, Rocco. Hello. Hi. Oh my goodness. Hi. Hello. Welcome in, Raiders. Rocco, how are you, my darling? How did your stream go? Oh, I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. Is this confessionals? It is. It is. Welcome to the Church of Malfina. Welcome. Today we are reading confessions. And we are deciding if we forgive or if they will fall to hell. Joined in as the lol hate commences. Exactly. As it should be. But yes, my name is Malfina. I am the Demon Witch of Socks Agency. Today we are trying to decide if we will forgive you of your 2025 sins and allow you to start 2026 afresh, or if you will fall straight to hell. Because who better to tell you if you're going to hell than someone who actually is from there? I can tell you the real answers. Thank you for the follows, my darlings. Welcome, welcome. If you wish to join in and stay here as Palfina, I would greatly appreciate that, my loves. Mwah! Thank you, thank you. Rocco, feel free to go stretch and all that good stuff. Jesus, hold on. Hold on a minute. Hold on, I'm trying to do an introduction here, the lobster. What you fucking... Hold on. Right. Thank you for the gifted subs. Oh my goodness, thank you so much for the gifted subs. Oh my goodness, and thank you for subscribing yourself. Happy holidays, darling. My brother's coming out to self-run, but have fun, enjoy being in a church. Yes, thank you again for trusting me with your community. If you're coming over from Rocco, please feel free to put your feet up and get a drink and enjoy yourself. We are very chilled out here. And if not, I totally understand if you have to step away. Shadow, thank you for checking in, my darling. There is a check-in redeem that is 1 channel point, so you should be able to afford it, and it will allow me to say hello to you properly. If you follow, I generally do not say names, because I understand people can feel a little bit anxious, so feel free to do the check-in redeem, and I will say hello to you properly. But yes, my darlings, we are doing some confessions today. Thank you for following, my darling. Welcome. Oh, and thank you for coming to the stream, Ms. Anonymous, and another follow. Thank you so much, my darlings. Just a little heads up, today is my last stream before I go on a medical hiatus, but you will be able to keep up with me on Twitter and the Discord. I will still be, especially Twitter, I will still be quite active on there, so feel free to hop over there if you want. Let's see now from Breach. Yes, okay, so I saw your comment, Breach, that you said you were getting her present. That is a valid reason to delay a little bit. Okay, so I say you're forgiven. Definition of diplomacy: telling someone to go to hell and making them look forward to the trip. Listen, shop. I'm trying to fix my leg. I'm in a lot of pain right now, so. Yes, I think if you were getting her present, you're absolutely forgiven. That's fine. She's forgiving you, and the guilt is just weighing on you, but I feel like you don't have to worry. If true, then that's 100% forgiven. I agree. I think you're forgiven, my darling. Heavy Breach, you are blessed and forgiven of your 2025 sin. Please enter 2026 feeling fresh and looking to improve yourself. Okay, my darling? Oh, ads will start in 3 minutes, I see. Forgiven by you, but my sister can hold a grudge, little devil. Then go fucking beg her for forgiveness. What you think begging me? Go beg your sister. Thank you for following, my love. Welcome, welcome. Gotta go, Mal. Have a great stream, and we'll miss you until you come back. Have a wonderful one, Wizard. See you later, my darling. From Prior. My pants are a little shitted. Change them. Give your sister 10 White Castle burger. Breach, you may need to find a way to get out of the Book of Grudges. That, yeah, Melanie Mellon says, when I was a little melon, the doctor told me that I could take any prize in the lobby. I am going to say this now. If you did something as a child, it is forgiven. Okay, my darlings, thank you for the hydrate. Okay, if you're a child when something happened, as long as it wasn't murder, you're fine. When I was a little melon, the doctor told me that I could take any prize in the lobby. I almost stole one of their chairs because I took take any prize as anything in the room. I mean, I'm going to forgive you just because those chairs are not comfortable. So you were in a losing situation anyway. They're really uncomfortable. So, you were in a lose-lose situation anyway. I just love the idea of a child just walking up to one of the chairs in the hospital, or like in the GP's office, just walking up and grabbing one of the chairs, and they're like, bye! They walk away with the chair. They do scoot very loudly. Does that include taking a book out of a bookshop by smuggling it into your pram? Well, no, because he said that they could take anything in the lobby, like as in the GP or the hospital lobby. Should have snagged the stethoscope. Hi, can I take that gurney? Can I take that with me, please? Or the fire hydrant? I'd really appreciate it. Everyone remember to hydrate. Also, for those who just got here, medication check, okay? Make sure you got your medications. I'm gonna stretch my neck a little bit. Oh. But yes, I think you're fine. You're forgiven. Thank you for following, my darling. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, you're absolutely fine. You're fine. Should have gone for the coat or a nurse's shoe just to inconvenience them. I want that shoe. That shoe. The one on the right. I want that one specifically. I'd absolutely do that as a bit. Just take the sprinkler system. Just cut it out the ceiling. I want it. You slept in true chairs in the hotel room. Hotel rooms are different because They sometimes have the really comfortable chairs. Also, Tungsten and Suvamika, thank you for checking in, my darlings. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. I took a lab coat. What? Everyone has done that kind of thing, I feel like. I slept on the floors more than once. Yeah. Pull the fire handle and take it home. It's mine now, bitch! Try escaping your fires now. Fucking try me. No, you're fine. You're forgiven. From Daniel, he says, I have gooned in one of the men's restrooms at the church. Is this the same one who fell asleep drunk outside the church? Because at this point, I would just ban you from church, if I'm being completely honest. I would just ban you. Hello, thank you for following, my dear. Welcome, welcome. In the home of God? Gooning implies that time was taken. That is fair. Hello, Jackie Chan. Welcome, my darling. Welcome to the stream. I shall deem thee Gungamesh. Fallen and excommunicated. I feel like this is a fall. Under the basis of, yes, gooning is something that takes time, I assume. Like, I don't know. To me, it's just, I don't know. But this feels like you did it intentionally, if I'm being completely honest with you. So I'm going to say fall. What do you think, chat? Let's see if chat will decide your fate. Fall or forgive. Hi, thank you for following, my darling. Welcome. Oh. Oh dear. There you are, Daniel. By the words of the Malfina Council, you are to fall to the bottom of hell. Do not jerk in the holy hall. Go goon somewhere less blasphemous. Okay. Very true, very true. Yep. Forgive it is what the Lord would want. Of course, Slick Slime would say that. What if they fall into lust? I would consider this a sin of lust. And to do so in the house of God himself? No, fall to the pits of hell. Oh my goodness. So this is from Aki, jerking the holy peanuts. Okay, I am in love with my copy of Wario World for the Nintendo GameCube Family System. Good choice. Its shape, its curve, the beautiful artwork of Wario, smugly holding gold and grinning his fat grin. The slime oozing from his mouth as his lustful eyes only holds for money. The slick, smooth plastic and delicious sound the box makes when you open it. To the sweet sound the disc makes when you click it back into the box. It's the perfect thing for me, and only me, no one else. I'm in love with my copy of Wario World for the Nintendo GameCube Family System. The artwork is just so beautiful. The manual has the strong odor of garlic from a freshly baked pizza. The detailed information about Wario and his muscles to his core, and everything is genuinely a sight to see. You have no idea the adventures him and I will see. Thank you, Nintendo. You made this one girl mighty happy. I am in love with my copy of Wario World for the Nintendo GameCube Family System. Don't you understand now? This game is the only one for me. No other game can compare. Not even Super Smash Bros. Melee and Marths up in air, that's it. I'm going to marry this game and be buried with it. No one will understand, but at least Wario does. He never judges. And so long as we go treasure hunting, he'll always be there for me. What? Right, I would say you need God, but no, you need psych help. Okay? Hi, Monkey Man, welcome. You need help. Okay? Alright, guys, what do you think? Forgive, fall, or psych? I will say it is written very wonderfully. Very wonderfully. It is written very interestingly. No, do you know what? I love this. I think this is funny. Needs to visit the funny house with the grippy socks. Chibi Dogi levels of gooning. This is like Ali levels of gooning as well. Psych next to Kami's room. Forgive, at least she's not a Fujoshi. Broth. What do you have against Fujoshis? Thank you for the follow. Welcome, my darling. Welcome to being a Malfina. Fall only because they wrote a romance novel. All right. Much to my discretion. The Council of Palfinas have decided upon your fate, Aki, and it is to fall to the depths of hell. If you're nice, though, I'll let you keep your copy of Wario World for the Nintendo GameCube family system. I'll let you keep that if you go peacefully. Solaris says, I had to do it or the flamingos wouldn't stop screaming. Is this a Hunger Games reference? If it is, forgive. I don't understand. From Anonymous. She keeps the game but not the console. No, she can take the game with her. Flamingos are in the Hunger Games. They're in the new one that is to be released next year. There's flamingos. I drove while forgetting to wear my seatbelt. I noticed after the first few seconds on the road, though. You're forgiven. Absolutely forgiven. You forgot, and then you fixed it, so, okay. From Latio, I got 2 VTubers to collab with each other by saying the other wanted to. Latio! Okay, this is about me. So basically, if you were here yesterday, you noticed that Adfree and I had a little collab, a little tarot collab. And when the reason that happened was when we were doing our meet and greets on Friday, Latio, who was at the Mythos booth, had come over to me and said, listen, Adfree wants to collab with you, wants to hang out with you tomorrow. Are you free? And I was like, oh, well, I have a stream at this time. If she wants to come on, she's more than welcome. And then he apparently went to Adfree, or he did it to Adfree first, or I don't know the order. And then he went to Adfree and was like, yo, Malfina wants to collab with you tomorrow, by the way. Are you up for it? And it was like, he only told me last night that that's what he did. He only told me last night. I don't even know if Adfree knows. I don't even know if Addy knows that we were both set up. But do you know what? It got a really fun collab. I had a great time. I had a wonderful time collabing with her, so I am happy it happened. But yeah, fuck you, Latio. Fuck you. You are forgiven, my darling, purely because it was so much fun. But yeah, he was bouncing between my screen and Nadi's screen, and he just kept going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And I was wondering what was going on, and then it ended up with him and another staff member wearing headsets and just like shouting stuff at each other. But it was a lot of fun. I had a great time. From Mark. I confess that I was not paying attention to Twitter and missed the cutoff, and now I submit this for the mods to laugh later and streamer to probably never see. I see all, Mark. I see all. Hi, Mark. I will forgive you for missing, because not paying attention, and you were also saying you were on a social media break. We will allow that. Okay, we will allow it, my darling. That is totally allowed, okay? Oh my goodness. Be perceived. We just tag him. We just tag Mark like, yup, we see you, fucker! Yeah, you're forgiven for that, but yeah, we are going to air you out in front of everyone, so. Just saying. Just saying. Mark, you're being perceived. Even on YouTube, you're being perceived, Mark. Come on. Yeah, can we get F's in the chat, please, for Mark? No, I think it's Mark is a sweetie. if I remember correctly. F's in the chat for Mark. Let's go. Well, that is going on from Soup Plate. We have, I ask for forgiveness. For years now, I have drawn many depictions of VTubers in compromising positions and states of undress. I feel I may even want to do the same to the nun of the chapel. I ask for you to dissuade me, or to encourage me on my path. What do you think, chat? What do you think? I think it depends. If you're drawing, if it's just like NSFW art of the person, I think that's fine. But if you're drawing them in a situation with another person, that can get rather awkward, so it really depends. Yes, and please include Royd. Forgiven, keep doing the Lord's work, unless you draw people who don't want you to do so. That's true. I salute you. This one is all to your discretion, with consent. What's the point of forgiveness if you don't sin? I think my chat are forgiving you, Supley. I think you're forgiven. Yeah, Broth, I totally agree. I don't think they would ever... this is just rolling the dice for Soup. I think go for it, as long as the person is consenting. I think go for it. Yeah, if they have like consent, if they have like an NSFW tag, or, then use that, please. But I think you're fine. Yeah, I think you can be forgiven for this. Listen, it's art. There's nothing wrong with art of in an NSFW manner. Okay, people enjoy it. I'd say forgiven. I say forgiven. You are doing a work that many appreciate and many enjoy. And so I have nothing to say against you. Don't you have one too, completely barren? I do have an NSFW tag, yes, but apparently I have a gap moe that maybe puts people off. I think that's the issue. Okay, this one is anonymous, probably for the right reason. I have a weird fetish with belly buttons. I like to poke and smell my girlfriends. I can't avoid it. It relaxes me. You're a fucking weirdo. No, I say that because I don't like belly buttons. No. It's like when I'm even cleaning my belly button, I don't like the feeling. I hate it. Also, that smell is not a good one to me. Kind of sweaty. I like tummies, but that's a bit gross. Yeah. You're a DJ, but not specifically a sinner. That's a good way of saying it. Yeah, that is a good way of saying it. Oh. Worse than feet. Fall. Someone in chat feels you. Someone in chat agrees. Pokey is one thing, but they smell so bad. Belly buttons have bacteria unknown to scientists. Innie or outie is the real question. I assume, considering he says poking, he means in? Like innies? That's a good question, actually. Is innie or outer better? Innie or outie? That's a fair question, actually. I think it really depends. Because if it's an innie, that smell is not nice. What if it's an outie that he pushes in? Ow! An outie? I think an outie is fine, as long as it's clean. It is really fucking weird, though. I just don't like them. Hi, Ayu! Hi! I personally do not like belly buttons. They weird me out for some reason. Well, if they have a half? Like a half any outie? It depends how shallow it is. I feel like there's a certain level where it depends the level, like if it's properly in your outie. You know what I mean? Following all accounts, that is so unsanitary. Some of the most fetishes, the big worry is always hygiene. I won't yuck your yum as long as you don't push it onto me, I think. Fall into the psych ward. As an aside, aren't outies the result of someone not cutting the cord properly during birth? I don't think so. I've personally never heard that. Personally, I've never heard that. There's some funky nerve endings in there that could have that sort of function, but also... The thing is, for me, is, like... I just hate the feeling of, like, when I'm cleaning, and I hate, like... I hate that feeling. I hate it. I feel it right in my gut, and I hate it. So to me, this is probably a fall. I only have a... Yeah, I'm going to say fall for this one personally. Yeah, it was brought, and I still, even now, I can feel it. Even centuries later, I can feel it. I say this one is a fall for me, personally. Personally. Let me see. Okay, that was all of them. Yay! Fall into the darkest pits. I can't rightfully say forgive if I don't believe it. You finished it exactly 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Yay! I'm magic! My god, it's like I'm actually magic. I feel like we need the witchy vibes back. There we go. Oh, I still have my QR and stuff up. Sorry! I was doing a meet and greet yesterday. I was doing a meet and greet and forgot. Malfina no maho! Do you want to see? The outfit is really cute, actually. Hold on. What the? Okay. It's adorable! This makes me look normal height, though. I managed to shrink a little bit. Did the meet and greets go well? They went really well! Oh my god, I was shocked that people actually kind of knew me. People actually were coming up and they were going, oh, I just came up, like, oh, it was the sweetest. They came up and they were like, oh, we saw your post about going to Irish, just want to say good luck, all that stuff. And I was like, you guys are so cute. Yeah, Paul came over. She's a sweetheart. She was so cute. I love her so much. She is adorable. But it was really fun. Like, I've never done meet and greets before. And so the ones from this weekend were the first ones I ever did. And I think they went well. Friday was very quiet. Not much happened. But then yesterday, yeah, I actually had people coming up. Although Clark did get quite a lot of attention. A lot of people kept saying, I like your little squishy guy. And I was like, that's my fucking husband. That's my husband! I'd love to see it again in the future. I definitely want to keep it as a thing. I think it could be fun. Originally, I did want to have Yomi here with me, but she was very busy and I didn't want to not interrupt anything. So maybe next time I can get Yomi. Malfi's so powerful, a goddess came to say hi. Yeah! I know some of them. There's always next time. I love Clark too. Yeah! There is a lot of people who say that Clark is their Oshi, and I'm kind of like, this isn't the Clark channel! Excuse me, it's Malfina! My boobs look so petite right now. I look so petite. You're only straight for 2 months and you're already one of my top 5 Oshi. I hope you enjoy your medical leave. I'm an Oshi! Thank you, Ezekiel! Oh, you're so sweet! I blame the nun habit. They aren't meant to flatter certain body parts. Yeah. I want a marketable Clark plushie. Listen, we can say it to Flork. It's insane because I have like 2 mascots technically now. I could have used Clark as my mascot. But then that would feel weird having my husband as the mascot for you guys, you know? If it was build and binders, I guess. Yeah. Thank you, Dixie the Mask. The Palfina is super cute, though. I do love the Palfina, but I feel like I need to use him in more things. I love my husband, but I also really want to use the Palfina more. Just because Clark is Clark. I don't want to steal his thing, you know? Clark is my husband. And the Palfinas are you. The Palfina makes more sense as a mascot. Right, that's what I was thinking. A little Palfina TTS or something. I do have TTS. I could look into getting it as a Palfina. Absolutely. Because the designer for it, Airy, gave me a version with their mouth open. So I totally could. That's actually something I should look into. That'd be an easy way to incorporate it. Yeah! They're definitely adorable. They are. I love them so much. I love them. Okay, I think for now, to save a little on bandwidth, I'm going to end over on YouTube. I don't like the YouTube ones to go too long past what the actual topic was. If on YouTube, everyone in chat say bye YouTube. If you want, feel free to come over to the Twitch. I will link it in the chat right now. And we will continue chatting over here. But for now, YouTube, it has been lovely to have you, and I hope to see you later. Okay. If you come over, they're nice. I promise they will behave. Thank you. Bye, YouTube. Bye. Bye, YouTube. Bye. Yay!